Welcome back guys. So today we are going to learn how to select hair in Photoshop. So let's get right into it. Let me select the quick selection tool. Okay, so there is one more thing. There are two ways to select a subject. The first way is that you start selecting the subject obviously. But if you have a plain proper background, you can do the opposite. Let me show you how. So instead of selecting the subject, what I can do is select the background and then invert the selection. So if I just start selecting this area, you can see that this is much easier to select. I will select these areas and just like that our subject is selected. Obviously there are some areas which aren't right, so we will fix them. Let's zoom in a little. And since this area is not right, I will select the minus tool, and since we are doing it oppositely now, so I have to use the minus tool on the subject. So I will take this out and bring this in. Select the ear and bring this in. I guess this looks fine. Let's do it on the other ear. And if you think that the selection is not going right, just make the brush a little smaller. Let's zoom out. So I guess this is all right. There is a part over here which we need to fix. Let's bring this back. And as you can see that we are having trouble selecting and deselecting this. So if there is something like this, just zoom in a lot and make your brush smaller and then try to select it. So this is all right now. Let's zoom out now. So what we will do is basically create a mask over here. I will click on the layer mask button. And since we selected the background and not the subject, so instead of background being removed, our subject has been removed. So no problem. We will select the mask and click Ctrl I on it. And the mask has been inverted. So this is white and this is black. If I press Ctrl I again, so all of this is white, so it is showing, and the black part is gone. So this is how layer mask works. So let's create a solid color adjustment layer, maybe yellow, and put it below this layer. So this looks really nice because we have yellow background. The original background was somewhat orangish brownish. So if we make this black, so you will be able to identify some areas which don't look nice at all, especially the hair. So let me teach you how you can fix this. I will select the subject and click on the mask, not this one, but the mask. And at the top it says select subject. By the way, these options only come up if you have any of the selection tools selected. For example, if I have the move tool selected and I click on this, I won't see the options. So make sure that you have the quick selection tool selected. Then click on the mask and you have these options. Over here you can see select and mask. Click on that. Let's zoom out a little. So we have couple of options over here and some tools over here. One of them is called the refine edge tool, this one. So let's zoom in a little. And the thing about refine edge tool is that you have to use it as less as possible. So I will decrease its size. So if I want to remove these extra fringes, I will simply move it over here. And just like that, those are gone. And the parts of the hair which weren't visible before are visible now. Similarly, we will do it over here just once. And all of this hair is back. Similarly on the beard, let's zoom in a little, make it small. and over here. Similarly over here, and just zoom out. There is also a simple area over here. We can also remove it using the refine edge. Simply draw on it, and Photoshop will detect which areas should be removed. Obviously there is some area which has been selected. We can obviously deselect it later on, but try to make the brush smaller, very small, and then try doing it so that you don't select extra areas. Let's zoom out. Let's do it over here too. So this looks good. So now simply hit OK. There are still a few fringes over here. So what we will do is, instead of selecting the mask, we will select the subject. Go to layer over here, and at the bottom it says matting. Click over here and click on color decontaminate, and simply hit OK. So if I show you before and after, this was before color decontaminate and this is after. I know this is a very small change, but it makes a lot of difference. So this was before and this is after. All the fringes are basically gone, and also this area, it is also fixed. So we can put any background we like, darker or lighter, and it will look good on it. Let's select this color, and this looks really good. Let's try this on another image. So we have this image of a girl over here, and we want to remove these areas obviously. So let me show you another way to make a selection. Instead of using the quick selection tool, there is a tool called magic wand tool. So let me show you what it does. So it basically selects all the similar areas which are connected. For example, if I click over here, these are all the areas which are similar and connected. Like this part of the skin is also the same as this one, but it didn't select it because there is a dark patch between them. Let's zoom out. Similarly, if I click over here, you can see that so much area has been selected because all of this is similar. So if you want to add more area into it, simply press shift. You see that there is a plus over here, and click on all the areas you want to add. So as you can see that all of this area has been selected. Easy. You don't have to select the quick selection tool and draw all over the place. Instead, you can do it in just a couple of clicks. So we will create a mask on this. Again, it is an opposite mask. So we will click on it, press Ctrl I on it, and it is inverted. We will create a solid color adjustment layer over here. Let's keep it black and bring it below it. So as you can see that all the areas are alright except for this area and the hair. And sometimes it is very difficult to cut out the hair of women. So I will select the mask. I will click on select and mask. I have the refine edge tool over here. I will increase its size. And remember what I said, make sure that you use it as less as possible. So I will start drawing with it over here and try to cover everything in just one quick stroke. Similarly over here. And these parts are a little sensitive because these are closer to the shoulder. If I draw on this, the shoulder might disappear. So just zoom in, make the brush small, and just try to draw around this, keeping away from the shoulder. Control minus to zoom out, Control minus to zoom out. Similarly, there is some area over here. Just draw here. Control minus and simply hit OK. You can see that a lot of areas are gone. Again, for the next part where we do the color decontaminate, you have to select the image, not the mask. Because if you select the mask and go to layer and matting, you will see that this is grayed out. So you have to select the image, go to layer, come down over here, matting, and click on color decontaminate and simply hit OK. So as you can see, this is before decontamination and this is after. And we have a perfect cutout now. We can change the color to whatever we want. Let's select this color, or maybe her skin color. Let's make it lighter, and this is perfect. So basically this is how you can select hair in Photoshop. I know it was a long tutorial, but it was necessary. See you guys in the next one.